I wish someone had warned me before I started. Not just about the hustle, but about the real stuff, the stuff that keeps you up at night. In this video, I'll share the hard lessons I learned the expensive way, lessons that nearly broke my business and my spirit, but also shaped who I am today as an entrepreneur. So if you're thinking of starting a business, or you're already deep in the trenches, this might be the most important video you watch this year. In the beginning, I believed every client was a win. I said yes to everyone. One client in particular, let's call him Client X, cost me more than just time. Constant revisions, late payments, micromanaging, and emotional stress. That experience taught me a powerful truth: not every dollar is worth your peace. Now I qualify my clients. I ask the right questions up front. If the energy is off, I walk away. A good client respects your boundaries, your pricing, and your process. Trust your gut. Fire fast. Protect your mental health. My biggest fear when I started? Charging too much. So I charged too little. That led to two problems: 1, I was constantly overworked, and 2, my clients didn't respect me. I remember doing a full 10-page website for $300. That same client disappeared without paying the balance. When I finally raised my prices, I started attracting better clients who didn't question my worth. It wasn't easy, but I learned, your price isn't just a number. It's a reflection of how you value your work. Charge what you're worth. Then add tax. Here's where it really hurt: I hired a friend. I thought it would be fun. I thought it would be easy. At first, it worked, until it didn't. Missed deadlines, blurred boundaries, and resentment built up fast. When I finally let them go, it damaged the friendship beyond repair. Business is not a charity. When hiring, treat it like dating, don't ignore red flags. Now, I hire based on values, skills, and clear expectations, not personal connection. Friendship is not equal to compatibility in business. I used to wear every hat. Designer. Marketer. Customer support. Accountant. I thought I was saving money. I was actually losing time and burning out. My breakthrough came when I hired my first virtual assistant. Suddenly, I had time to work on the business instead of in it. Delegation isn't giving up control. It's giving yourself the power to scale. Automate, delegate, or delete. Focus on your zone of genius. Burnout crept up on me. I didn't see it coming. I was working 16 hours a day, skipping meals, chasing deadlines. I thought that was what successful entrepreneurs did. Until one morning, I couldn't get out of bed. I was mentally and physically done. That was my wake-up call. Since then, I schedule breaks like meetings, protect my weekends, and say no more often. Hustle is not a business model. Balance is. I once had a client ghost me after completing 90% of the work. No contract. No protection. Another time, a collaborator stole my idea and launched it as their own. Both times, it was my fault. I trusted too easily. Now, everything I do is documented. Contracts. NDAs. Invoices. Terms of service. If you're serious about business, protect yourself legally, even if it feels uncomfortable. White heavy checkmark client contracts. White heavy checkmark payment terms. White heavy checkmark scope of work. White heavy checkmark refund policy. I spent months building a perfect product. But when I launched, silence. No customers. No revenue. Why? Because I had no marketing strategy. The lesson? You can't just build it and expect people to come. Marketing, branding, and sales should start before the product is ready. Your product doesn't speak for itself, you do. Quote slide. If you're not selling, you're not in business. You're in hobby. 1 month, I made $20,000 in revenue. But my profit? $800. And I couldn't pay my team. I was chasing top-line numbers and ignoring expenses, taxes, and payment delays. Now, I look at cash flow weekly. I plan for slow months. I separate savings. Revenue looks good on Instagram. Cash flow keeps your business alive. Finance reminder slide. Revenue equals vanity, profit equals sanity, cash equals reality. No one talks about the emotional side. The isolation. The second guessing. I used to feel like I couldn't share my struggles, especially with friends who had 9 to 5s. But over time, I built a network. I joined communities. Found a mentor. Now, I never go through it alone. And you don't have to either. Encouragement slide. Build your circle. Find your tribe. Here's the truth, you will mess up. You will lose money. You will feel like quitting. I've launched things that flopped. I've lost clients I loved. I've cried more times than I can count. But every failure brought me closer to the version of myself who could win. You don't grow despite the hard times, you grow because of them. Don't fear failure. Fear regret. If you found value in these hard-earned lessons, do me a favor, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more real business talk. And tell me in the comments, what's your biggest lesson from business so far? If you're struggling right now, keep going. Your breakthrough might be one tough lesson away. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.